Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Today, guys, I have decided to come to you live. I mean, normally I don't do this. I was just going to do a video, but I was hoping that I can talk to you guys, interact, and we'll see. Maybe some folks won't show, won't show, maybe some will, but it's okay. You can catch it on the replay. So we're going to be talking about season 2, episode 10, the finale of P Valley. So we have seen the trailer. So what we're talking about is actually the trailer and why Keyshawn is screaming. All right. So I'm going to just get right into it. I don't plan on being long. I just want to come in here really quickly and talk a little bit about this trailer. Okay. Because I didn't see it. If y'all was on my live last night, y'all know I was the only one who didn't see that trailer, guys. And that was crazy. And when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, so we're going to talk. Hey, Monique, and hey, Jeremiah. So we're going to talk about the trailer first. Let's go over. And hey, Jay Tucker. So we see in the trailer that they must have made it through, I'm calling it murder night, right? But it's really the grand reopening of the pink. Hey, Aisha. So we see that it's daylight, right? The night is over. Obviously, folks that made it through the night. So now Keyshawn is making her escape. Now, I must have misunderstood because I thought that since she was going to be working late, she was, well, I get, no, she did say she was going to leave first thing in the morning. Okay, so there we go. So now she must be meeting up with Lil Murda and she's basically saying she's leaving. If she's going by Hailey's rule, she's not telling anybody where she's going, right? And he tells her that I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell nobody where you're going. Your secret is safe with me. And she says, and your secret is safe with me. I definitely love their little bond here as well. Okay. Hey, Rashonda. So uh, now we're going to go into her. So she is like pulling the cover over the car. And she doesn't, it looks like, something is definitely up. Like, what the heck is going on? If you guys look at the steering wheel pretty closely, I hope that you guys can see the picture clearly. It looks like there's some, splashes of blood on the steering wheel. Now, I'm hoping that that's not true. But as y'all can see from the title of this video, it's called Why is Keyshawn Screaming? And the only reason I could understand or could think of her screaming is that one of her children are in there or something. There's something obviously horrifying to her eyes. So yeah, that is something that I'm wondering about. I don't know. So I know we were saying, a lot of us were saying that it's looking like, she could die. There's this thing, right, where when people are trying to get their lives together on a show or a movie, once they try to get out of town, something's going to happen. For some reason, they can never make it, and they just can't get that happy ending. I'm hoping that that can happen for her, but it doesn't look like it, guys. Okay, that scream is very unsettling for me, and it makes it look like there is definitely going to be a tragic situation. Okay, so there she is screaming. So now, right here, this is outside. Okay, so in here, I mean, on this picture, it's inside. So is she at a hospital? And then they, you know, come to her and say, I'm sorry, we done all we could do. The baby didn't make it, or the babies didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Did this man kill her kids? Did he find out that she was leaving and he decided, instead of taking her life, he decided to kill the kids? Now, I wouldn't be surprised at this because of the fact that they already opened that door and let us see that this man is beating on the babies. Okay, at least he's beating on one of them. So maybe they're trying to, paint that picture that if he can go ahead and beat on the kids, then he could probably kill the kids as well. We've seen it happen before on For Color Girls. The man, he threw the babies out the window. He dropped them out the window. So it's very sad, guys, to even think about this. But if they're going to have Keyshawn survive, they're going to have her go through a very traumatic experience, a terrible loss. That's what it's looking like. But yeah, that's what, I don't know. I really don't know what else to say about this, but I think that this is the route that they're probably going to go. A lot of people were already afraid Once they saw that he was putting hands on that baby, that he might hurt the children, but they were also afraid that the kids might hurt themselves because they had the gun in the house. So that is something that you know, look, listen, you guys have been on it, seriously been on it with a lot of things. That's why I wanted to come on here live instead and talk with you guys and see what you guys had to say about it. So let me just see. So Jeremiah said, just like a minister society, no happy ending. Exactly. It's so sad that that happens all the time. It's like, and it's almost like a thing that where you could say like, oh my gosh, they're going to try to leave town. And it's almost telling you like, that's it for them. They're not going to make it. So Jay Tucker says, I don't think she's going to die, but I feel like something's going to happen with those kids. Yeah. So once I saw this trailer, because before I was one of the people that was saying, I think that she might die and she might not make it. Plus, somebody told me that there was a play about P Valley and she actually died in the play. So it wasn't far-fetched for any of us to think that she would die. Now, I've never seen the play, didn't even know they had a play. But once we started talking about Keyshawn possibly dying, I've got some DMs where people were saying that yes, she died in the play. And on the live we talked about how the writers seem to want to tell these precautionary tales and stuff like that. We can also say that there was a foreshadowing. If something does happen to the kids, there was a foreshadowing coming from Hailey when she visited her at her home and said, you need to get out of town or you get away from this guy before it's too late, because what happened with Hailey is that she took too long to get away and her baby died because of it. So are we going to get a repeat of Hailey's story is the question, Monique says, I can see that happening. Jay Tucker says, remember, he broke one of the kids' ribs, right? And they didn't do anything about it. Well, I mean, no, I don't know if the ribs were broken. He was bruised underneath, but it wasn't like a broken rib or anything. He did dislocate the baby's shoulder, his elbow, but they said that was something normal to happen. All right. Like if you wind up pulling your baby up by the arm, this did happen to my own baby. So if you wind up pulling the baby up by his arm, which you shouldn't do, it can dislocate the shoulder because it's their weight, you know what I mean? So that sounds like that's what happened, which is why I guess they kind of like, they went over it like it was nothing. They just put it back in place because it's something that normally happens. But then when they saw the bruises, they let that slide. And it was like, why are y'all letting that slide? So now if something happens to these babies, they better do something, okay? I mean, she should sue them. All right, let's find out if she gonna come into some money, honey. Well, that's not gonna fix nothing though at all. Losing her babies and then getting compensated from some malpractice or the fact that they didn't report it. That's not gonna help. You know what I mean? So Jeremiah says also Derek's family don't mess with him, right? Because of Keyshawn. Okay. Monique said she didn't know that she died in the play. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a play, And I was like, oh, snap. And then someone DM'd me, told me about it, and they actually sent me like the link to the play and stuff. And I never looked at it yet because honestly, I don't know if I want to look at the play yet because I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't want any kind of spoilers. I don't know. That's just me, but we'll see what happens. So that's why last stream I said Derek is going to go to jail. I didn't see that, Jeremiah. I'm sorry. I wasn't really engaging that much yesterday because I was trying to really talk to the panel. Of course, I always want to engage with you guys, but sometimes it can get a little confusing. So yeah, but that's that, guys. I don't know. We're going to go over a little more of what happened in the trailer. Now, we also saw Lil Murda, and he's talking to Uncle Clifford, and he's saying that, what if people really knew me? Like, for real, for real. That's what it sounded like he said to me. And so I'm wondering now, does this mean that he wants to come out? Okay. Is he deciding that he wants to come out? Because that would be something very, very interesting, because in last week's episode, well, episode number 9, it was like, well, like they're making it sound like they're just screwing around for the moment. He's there so that Uncle Clifford is not lonely until we find out what's happening with Grandmother Ernestine. And it's just like, yeah, we know that this is not going to last. It's not going to be something that we're going to be doing like this. And but in this trailer, he's saying, what if I do, what if people really knew me? So I don't know how that's gonna go, guys. They have gay rappers, but listen, they don't have any gay rappers like this guy. Okay. If you want to talk about a gay rapper or somebody that's out there and he's out, well, who is that? Nas X, and that's not really, doesn't really represent the kind of rapper that Murda is. Okay, like he's like a gangster. All right, so honey, I don't know how they gonna play that one. So Monique says, I think Murda is gonna he's gonna come out to the world. When he do that, he will claim Clifford Public. Yes, I think so, and that's probably too why he's thinking about it. So we'll see what happens. Very interesting, very interesting. Now, this one right here was kind of interesting to me as well. This is Corbin screaming. So we had Keyshawn screaming and we had Corbin screaming. Two different screams. I mean, this man's hands are in the air. This looks like a victorious scream. He is shouting victoriously. To me, this definitely would mean that what's his name? Andre won, right? But if we listen to what he told Uncle Clifford, thanks to you, it doesn't matter who wins, right? Like basically he's good either way. So what does that mean? Does this mean that he is shouting for joy because Andre won the election, or did what's her name? Patrice win? And we also saw in the trailer people around Patrice praying and things like that. So we don't know if they were gathering her up together, that she just won and they getting her together to go out and do her little her speech, her acceptance speech. I guess I'll call it acceptance speech. It's not right. Her victory speech, I don't know. Did she win and she's gonna go address the public, and that's why all the people are around her praying and stuff? I don't know, guys. What do you think? So yeah, that's that with Corbin. And then we have Hailey on the phone looking very troubled. All right. So I don't think Hailey is going to get what she wants. I don't think there's going to be any good news for her. And I'm fine with that. I don't think she deserves anything good coming her way. I'm sorry for all the Hailey lovers. I'm sorry. And I used to be a Hailey lover, guys. So honestly, it annoys me because I really loved the friendship that her and Mercedes were developing, especially in the last season. And then here it comes. We just see this devious chick who's just out for self. And, hey, she looks like she's got a phone call now. My thing is, did she get a phone call that we're not selling we're not, the whole deal with the 5 million thing, that's not going to go through? Or like, what kind of phone call did she get? Did she get a phone call that Keyshawn's babies are dead and that's why she's looking like this? That's possible too, so I don't know, guys, but that's pretty much all I have for today. I just wanted to come on here really quick. I didn't want to make it long. This was the first time I've ever done like what do you call it? Kind of like a little trailer breakdown. I've never done a trailer breakdown before. This was literally last minute and I put things together, guys. So I don't know. So Jeremiah says, I regret hating on Mercedes because of Hailey. Monique says, I don't care for Hailey or Lakeisha Savage either. So yeah, I mean, she disappointed me. And I know a lot of people, they say, why are you, like this with Hailey? But she disappointed me, guys. I liked her. I did. I liked her a lot. And I rooted for her in last season. But the stuff that she showed me this season, it just took me it was just like, really? That's what we're doing? And then Corbin, too, he kind of turned me off, but it looks like Corbin might be trying to come back around, which I'm hoping that is definitely true. So we shall see. And I thank you guys so much for being here with me. This is, like I said, an unexpected, unscheduled live. I thank you guys for having that notification bell turned on. That shows me who my notification gang are, okay? Jay Tucker, Jeremiah, Monique, notification gang. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for Shonda, Aisha. You guys have a blessed day. It's 1:56 in the afternoon where I am. So, continue to enjoy your day. And I was going to say let's pray, but this is a show. let's pray that we can handle. How about that? Let's pray that we can handle what's coming, because they talking about this finale is explosive and I'm afraid for these babies. I don't want to have another heartbreak episode like the one that we had with Big Teak. Okay, like no, I don't want that. But I feel like that's what they're gonna do. I really, really do. All right, so yeah, that's true, Jeremiah. Mercedes never trusted her from day one. That's very true. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is something that kind of, it went over, I think it went over my head as well, because of the fact that she was the character that we were introduced to. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like we were just following her story and almost, for me, rooting for her. I was, Jeremiah, you pray every day. That's what's up. So do I. Thank you. All right, guys, you guys take care and be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.